Hello everyone, welcome to YouTube channel Maths Insights. So, being a part of quantitative aptitude, I am making a video which is very helpful to all the job aspirants as well as high school students. See, that is divisibility rules. If you want to divide any number, you have to check first whether it is exactly divisible or not. If you want to check, it takes time if it is a bigger number. So you want to know the rules and regulations, how to divide any number with a particular number. First, I will explain how to identify whether a number is exactly divisible by 2 or not. See, divisibility with 2. If you take any number and you have to see the digit in the units place. If the digit in the units place of that number is either 0 or even number, then that number will exactly divisible by 2, 0 or even number. Okay, even. If you take an example 264, in this number the digit in the units place is 4, which is an even number. Therefore you will understand that this 264 is exactly divisible by 2. And also if you take 460, in this the digit in the units place is 0. Therefore you have to understand that this 460 is exactly divisible by 2. Whatever the number big it is, you have to see the digit in the units place, then that will be over. Next, coming to divisibility rule with 3. If you want to check whether any number is divisible by 3 or not, you have to add all the digits. Whatever the sum you obtained, and that sum is divisible exactly by 3. Suppose I am taking 139. You don't know whether this number is exactly divisible by 3 or not. So what I am saying, you have to add all the digits of the number. See, 1 plus 3 plus 9. If you see, the sum will become 13, which is not divisible by 3. Therefore this number 139 is not divisible by 3. If I take 124, I will proceed in the same manner. 1 plus 2 plus 4, that is equals to this 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 4, 7. 7 is also not divisible by 3. That's why 124 is not divisible by 3. If you take 123, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6, which is exactly divisible by 3. Therefore, you will say that this 123 is divisible by 3. Whatever the number it may be, you have to add all those digits and check whether the sum is divisible by 3. If it divides exactly, then that whole number is divisible by 3 exactly. Next, coming to 4, divisibility rule with 4. If you want to check any number is exactly divisible by 4 or not, you have to take last 2 digits of that number. If those last 2 digits are exactly divisible by 4, or either the last 2 digits are zeros, then that number is exactly divisible by 4. Suppose I am taking 1024. You don't know whether this is exactly divisible by 4 or not. So you have to take the last 2 digits. If these last 2 digits are divisible by 4 exactly, then the total number, the whole number will be divisible by 4. See, this is 24. So 24 by 4. So 24 is exactly divisible by 4. Therefore, you will get 6 as your quotient. Then you will decide that this 1024 is exactly divisible by 4. And again, if you take another example, this is 1000. If you observe, the last two digits of 1000 are zeros. What I said, when you find two zeros in the last two digits, that whole number is also divisible by 4. Next, coming to 5. This is very easy. Everybody knows that if any number contains 0 or 5 in its units place, then that whole number, whichever big number that is, that will exactly divisible by 4 units place. In the units place 0 or 5, then that will be exactly divisible by 5. Next is the number 6. If you want to check whether any number is divisible by 6 or not, you have to check whether it is divisible by 2 and 3. Why? Because 2 and 3 are factors of 6. When it is exactly divisible by those 2 and 3, automatically that number is exactly divisible by 6. Suppose I am taking 24. See, you have to check 24 is exactly divisible by 2 and 3 or not. You know that 2 12s are 24 and 3 8s are 24. Therefore, it is divisible by 2 and 3. Therefore, the number is also divisible by 6. So, condition is, if it is divisible by 2 and 3 exactly, then that will exactly divisible by 6 also. Next, coming to 7. This is one of the different divisibility test. If you want to check whether it is divisible by 7, you have to take the digit in the units place and do it twice. So difference of twice of the number in units place and the remaining number is multiple of 7 or 0, then that will be divisible by 7. Suppose I am taking example, if you take 658, you have to check whether this is exactly divisible by 7 or not. What I said, you have to take the digit in the units place. After taking it, you have to do twice of that number, that means 8 into 2, and the remaining number is 65. So you have to find difference of this. 65 minus 16, this will become 49. So 49 is exactly divisible by 7. You will decide 658 is also divisible by 7 exactly. And also if you get 0 here also, that is divisible by 7. Why? Because 0 is also multiple of 7. Next, coming to 8. So this is very important. This is similar to divisibility test of 4. In 4, you are testing the last 2 digits. Here you have to take the last 3 digits. If any number, whether divisible by 8 or not, you have to take the last 3 digits and check those 3 digits are divisible by 8 or not. If they are divisible, then that whole number will be divisible by 8. Suppose I am taking 8,468, or you may take 64. See what I said, you have to take the last 3 digits, 464. If we divide 464 with 8, 8 5s are 40 and remainder is 6. This is 4. 8 8 is 64. See, these last 3 digits are exactly divisible by 8. Therefore, this total number is also divisible by whatever the digits here. That is not matter. This total number is divisible by 8. And also if you find these 3 digits as zeros, that number is also divisible by, like 8988000. This is also exactly divisible by 8. Coming to the next number 9. To check whether any number divisible by 9 or not, you have to do summation of all the digits, and the sum is divisible by 9, then the total number is divisible by 9. Suppose I am taking for example, see, I will take 126. I want to check whether this 126 is divisible by 9 or not. What I said, you have to do the summation of all these 3 digits. That is 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 6, 9, which is exactly divisible by 9. Therefore, the number 126 is exactly divisible by 9 itself. Coming to 10, everybody knows, and it is also very simple. If any number will have 0 in its last units place, that is divisible by 10. So 100 will have 0, 200, 250, 110. Every number which contains 0 in its place, that will exactly divisible by 10. Next one is 11. This is somewhat different than other rules. If you want to check any number whether it is divisible by 11 or not, you have to take sum of digits in even places and sum of digits in the odd places. If those sums are equal, then that number is exactly divisible by 11. Suppose I am taking very simple number 121. See, this is in units place and this is tens, hundreds place. See, this is in first place, second place, third place. These 1 and 1 are in odd places. Okay, so 1 plus 1, that is 2, and also the even place is 2. See, the sum of the numbers at even places and odd places are equal, then this number 121 is exactly divisible by this 11. And also, if you find, see, the difference of, sometimes they may not be equal. If the difference of these two, suppose if you find 13, suppose 13 here, and this is 12 plus 1 is 13. If you see, this is the sum of the digits at odd places, this is sum at even places, but these two are not equal. Whenever you find that those are not equal, you have to do the difference of this. See, 13 minus 2 is 11. 11 is divisible by 11. Therefore, you have to conclude that that number is also divisible by 11. Into 12. Any number is to be divisible by 12, that is divisible by 3 and 4. If any number divisible by 3 and 4, then you will conclude that that will also exactly divisible by 12. Already you know what are the conditions for divisibility of 3 and 4. Check those rules and decide whether it is divisible by 12 or not. Coming to 13, there is generally there is no simple shortcut for this 13. That's why I am not discussing here. And coming to 14, actually, whether you want to check the divisibility of any number with 14, you have to check whether it is exactly divisible by 2 and 7. Why? Because 2 and 7 are factors of this 14. So if any number is exactly divisible by 2 and 7, that number is also divisible by 14 itself. So next one is 15. If you want to check the divisibility of any number with 15, you have to check whether that is divisible by 3 and 5. 3 and 5. So if that number is divisible exactly by 3 and 5, then that will also divisible by 15. Similarly here 2 and 7. Next, coming to 16. See, you may find similarity in the rules of divisibility of 4, 8, 16. In 4, I said if you observe the last two digits, if those are divisible by 4 or those are zeros, divisible by 4 also. If you come to 8, I said that check the last 3 digits. If those 3 digits are divisible by 8 or those 3 digits are zeros, then that will also divisible by 8. So coming to 16, you may expect what it is. You have to take last 4 digits. If those 4 digits are exactly divisible by 16, the whole number will also divisible by 16. Or if the last 4 digits are 0, then that is also divisible by 16. Last 4 digits. divisible by 16, then that will be divisible by 16. If you want to check any number is divisible by 18 or not, that should be even number first. If it is not even, straight away you may say that that number is not divisible exactly by 18. If it is even, then you have to check whether it is exactly divisible by 9 or not. If it is exactly divisible by 9, then that number will also divisible by 18. For example, if you take, see, if you take 288, actually this contains 18 units plus, therefore it is an even number. First condition is satisfied. Then you have to check whether it is divisible by 9 or not. You know the divisibility test for 9. So 2 plus 8 plus 8, that is equals to 18. If it is divisible by 9, then this number is also divisible by 18. So 288 is divisible by 18 also. These are the main divisibility rules. So if you know all these rules, you can decide any divisibility of any number. So I will revive it once. See, you are feeling very easy to decide the divisibility of 2, 5, 10. Okay, 2, 5, 10 are very easy to decide, and 4, 8, 16 also. These three are also common features in their divisibility test. And if you see 15, 18, 14, if they are divisible by their prime numbers, that's 7. If you take 14, you have to check whether it is divisible by 2 and 7. If you want to check 18, 9. If you want to check 15, you have to check the divisibility with 3 and 5. I hope that this information is helpful to you in solving problems. We will meet in the next video. Until then, have a nice day. Thank you very much.